Hello. I just think that it's funny that Jay thinks we're going to stop talking about him just because he starts the show. I mean, he wants me to do a sound check, so I start talking about him, and then he's like, 5, 4, 3, 2. Like, I'm going to stop.
Because he just wants to start the show. He doesn't want us to talk about his boyfriend. His boyfriend, who lives in fabulous Missouri.
Where?
Exactly. He's a vet. He's very sweet. So I've heard. I don't know. I've never met him.
Why haven't you met him?
I don't know. Why didn't you ask Jay?
Because he's being Mr. McGrumpy today.
Hi, girl. You're welcome.
He's nicer than I would talk to him, but he's being Mr. McGrumpy.
Well, welcome back to me and you and your short hair that I see.
I was here last week.
I know. I said welcome back.
Welcome back. I've been here for a whole week. I almost called and took a day off.
Surprise, shock. There's my shock face. We're going to have the special guest just in the hopper for when you decide you're not going to be here.
Well, it was warm today.
So gorgeous. And all we see is all the shit about the snow on the East Coast.
I haven't been watching it.
Oh, my God.
Although I guess my sister is without power and all of that.
Oh, yeah. She's Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
They're having snow and icy snow, or I don't know what they're having. They're having something.
One of my friends went and dropped a ruler out into a snowbank.
Oh, we're in trouble.
11 inches.
You know why we're in trouble?
Because the mayor of Hillcrest is here.
He's here.
Oh, well, at least he didn't come over with what we thought he was coming over.
I owe you a hug, by the way. I owe you a hug.
You owe me a hug?
Yes.
Quit picking your fingernails.
I heard about last week. I wanted to say I'm sorry. I love you. No.
Not yet. Yes.
Yes, because I've got to work here later tonight.
It's...
You want 2 shots of tequila?
No, I don't want any tequila, no.
You know, Chris, I'm coming up with a new rule. That for every shot that you want me to do, you have to do a shot.
That's all it takes.
No,
See?
meaning
why
you
did you
have
even
to do
say
it
that?
because you won't do it.
He's watching do it right now.
Meaning you have to do it first.
You have to do all of them.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
not
God.
all of them.
No. This is what happens when you come to Lowe's. And I want the smallest because I don't like tequila. No, you can give that one to Jay.
What, the Jaeger?
No, the tequila.
No, we're going to do it with Chris. It's going to be lovely. And they're all even.
Yes, they're all leaving.
Oh my
All
God.
right. Cheers.
Cheers to Tantrums and Tiaras.
Yes.
Tantrums Tiaras this
You go
Sunday.
first. All right.
All right. Oh. Always a pleasure doing the shot with you.
Oh. Okay, so can we talk about last week?
What do you want to talk about?
Last week.
Okay.
Man up, girl, man up.
No, I don't like tequila.
God. Who? Ugh.
Ugh. Can't
That
stand
was
that.
very refreshing, thank you. So last week, we did the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided, for some insane reason, that I would stay and have another drink with Marty.
After we left.
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, we all
Because you stayed longer
all
than
had
you
a
usually
drink.
do.
Yes, I do. So we all had a drink. And then Marty was here, and I hadn't seen him for a long time, so I decided to have a drink with him. So I had a drink with him, and then somebody else showed up, and they're like, oh, girl, let's have a drink. And I'm like, all right, I'll have one drink. And then I really got to go. So then I had a drink with them. And then about that time, it was the lessons were all starting, and then a couple other people showed up that I don't know, and they're like, hey, girl, let's have a drink. And I was like, all right. So I had a drink with them. And then some other people showed up, and they're like, hey, girl, let's do a shot. And I'm like, okay. And then I got a text. And then somebody bought me a drink, and then I got a text from a friend. And actually an ex, after we had that whole conversation last week.
You're like, oh, have you seen the show?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, did Erin post it already? I talked to 2 of my exes last week after the show. I told them not to watch last
The ones that were alive, right?
The ones that are alive.
Okay, got it.
There's only 3 that are alive.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 out of 5. That's not bad. Anyway, so
You've only had 5 boyfriends?
yes,
Really?
yes,
Wow.
it's true.
Wow.
It is so true. No, that's true.
Wow.
I'm thinking about it for one more brief second. It's true. So, anyways, my friend called or texted me, and he's like, "You want to go to dinner?" And I'm like, "Oh, dinner sounds good." And then, because I had been drinking, I was sitting. I'm like, "Well," I texted back. I'm like, I just got a drink. I'm gonna finish my drink, and then I will Uber it home, and then I will go to dinner." And he's like, "Okay." And this was like around. Actually, this was around 6:30.
Okay.
And then some other people showed up and wanted to do the shot. That's when that text came in. I'm like, okay, we'll do a shot, blah, blah, blah. Well, then I remember thinking about dinner, but then I forgot about the text. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I ordered my corn dogs, which they make special for me here.
Yeah.
They're not on the menu. They're, but
They're Ophelia dogs.
So I had them, and they were delicious. And then I just kept going, right? And then I got another text.
Where are you?
At like 9 o'clock, and they're like, "This is a really long drink. Where are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just ordered another one.
Oh, shit.
I forgot I said about dinner, but I'll go home after this." And he's like, "Girl, it's 9 o'clock. You can't eat now." And I'm like, "Okay."
Okay.
Ask me what time I ended up leaving here last Thursday night.
What time did you leave here last Thursday? Can I guess?
Okay.
12:30.
You're really close. Yes. It's because Jay just mouthed.
Wow. Well, that was a very long night in drag, wasn't it?
It was just a long night.
Well,
Really, really, really,
And I don't
really long night.
I don't even want to know how many shots you ended up having then, because we had easily 2 or 3 on the show.
Well, I'm not one to judge. I will tell you though, I woke up on Friday morning, and I had to. This was the best. So I woke up on Friday morning early, because I wake up anyways.
Uh-huh.
And I'm at that age, where you got to get up and you got to go pee,
Of
and
course.
you know what I'm saying. So I got up and I went into the bathroom, and Ophelia was just in one big pile, just like right there. Like everything was just in a pile. Like jewelry, the hair,
Glasses.
everything. I just took everything off and just dropped it on the ground. Everything was just in one big pile. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm not talking to you, bitch." And then,
So Ophelia didn't surface again until Monday?
no, please.
Please.
So then I was like, I need water, aspirin, and bed. And so I had some water, and I got my aspirin, and I crawled back into bed, and I started to, get all like in my bed, like, "Oh, why do you do this?" Because Ophelia parties like she's 21.
Of course she does.
And then,
Because she is 21. Again.
okay. I had work on Friday morning. My first client was at 8:30. So I then was like, shit, I can't be in bed. So I had to get out of bed, and I had to go to work. And I worked from 8:30 in the morning all the way through, no break. I had not one break until Are they doing 5 o'clock shots without me?
No, I think it's Olympic something.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Yep.
So, needless to say, that was the longest day. But, my rule is, if you play, you pay. So,
Of course.
I've never called out, for a hangover, because I figure...
Well, and if you're working back to back to back to back to back, that's money.
Yeah.
That's money in your pocket.
It was a very horrible day. Horribly long day.
But the bank account loved it.
And then I had to go out that night. Ophelia did. So I went home, took about an hour nap. Ophelia was out Friday night, acting like she's 20 fucking one again.
Okay. Did you do the last top of the park
I did not do the last
You
one.
didn't do that.
No, no. I did. I've been on top of the park for years because I have a phobia. That's one of my phobias, is not being able to get out.
Uh-huh.
And the way that they pack those sardines in there, if there was some sort of disaster,
They're fucked.
you're crumbled. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
You're just... Well, you can get out of a parking structure. There are many stairways to get out of. There's not all of the drunk queens that are out in the park that are going to squish you, Jay Turner, and your stupid phobias. Who wanted me to park there to begin with.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, and then Saturday was coronation, so I was out yet again.
Again, how was coronation? I've heard that there was some drama. Drama.
What drama did you hear about? I want to know, because
I heard some drama about two people being, I don't know if the term excommunicated is used, but I know that they have been suspended.
Oh no, I didn't hear about that. Who?
Should we say it on air?
Of course!
Selena Diamond.
Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, I love Selena, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I mean, especially that night. I mean, there was just stuff going on. She was way out of line.
She was apparently a little intoxicated.
Well, I don't have a problem with being intoxicated.
Well,
you know,
hello, 21-year-old Ophelia.
But if you're intoxicated and you know,
talk shit.
you know, like when you know, like I know, well, you know me long enough, and Jay knows me, that I'm either a very, very fun drunk, or I'm a very, very not fun drunk. And I know if I'm not a fun drunk, and if I'm not a fun drunk, I know I got to go.
Right.
Because I know that I'm going to start something that I'm not going to regret, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to pick my wars, and I want to pick my wars, and not. So let me tell you what my little drama was.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to mention any names. I'm sure people will be able to figure it out. But I was way peeved over the fact that a certain member of the court who is a documented illegal citizen of the United States of Americas was awarded a day by Todd Gloria, our still mayor until next week, and several other, you know, for the city council of it.
Well, we've talked about him ad nauseum on this show, so.
The one that got the day?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
So just go back and figure it out.
Right.
So he got a day. So while everyone was clapping and, you know, being all joyful.
Oh no.
Me, who was still sober. It was
so it must have been early. I was going to say, it must have been early in the night.
I turned and looked at someone. I'm like, how does an illegal alien get a day? And of course, everyone, you know, looks at me like you know, that I've said something inappropriate. I think it was a genuine question. Like, how does someone? So, because I am a responsible journalist, I went to someone from the mayor's office. I won't mention his name. I'll mention his initials, GB. And I said, how does someone that is an illegal citizen of the United States get a day named after them? His response was, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, this is a serious question. How does someone get a name named after them? Because I'm planning on talking about it, so I'm just curious. Because, I mean, normally if we know that they're illegal, we deport them. So I'm not sure why we are honoring them and giving them a day. And he said, his response was, in San Diego, you want to complain about an illegal getting a day? I was like, is that the official response from the mayor's office? Because, yes, I want to complain about a citizen getting a, you know what I'm saying?
Did he know who he was talking to?
Oh, yes, he knew who he was talking about. Anyways, he got all puffy and he left. And then somebody else came up to me. This was like the best. And by now I had had a couple cocktails, you know what I'm saying?
The story gets better.
You know.
Right.
So someone comes up to me and they're like, did you say something, you know, blah, blah. And I knew exactly what they were talking about. I'm like, yes, I did. And they're like, that I was, you know, being inappropriate and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, really? And then their response to me was, you're just a drunk mess. So I basically told them that I wasn't going to talk to them anymore. That if they wouldn't have a debate with me, drunk or not drunk, that I was sober when I said it. that they needed to come to me without like trying to personally attack me, because that just made them as low as the person who got the day for them. And like I didn't have time for them, and I turned and walked away.
You should have invited them on the show.
Oh no!
Oh no! Nobody would have wanted to watch that. See, now I want to know who it was.
Who got the day for the? Oh, you know.
No, I know who got the day, but who was the one that called you a drunk mess?
Oh, no one.
No.
Literally.
Well, besides that, did you have a good time at Coronation?
Okay, so I was thinking about it the other day, yesterday, maybe. I do not think that I spent very much time in the ballroom. Like, I really do not remember a lot about Coronation because it bores me.
Well, so you know, Diegoapos, one of my favorite volunteers at the center.
Yes.
He has been a volunteer for the court for numerous years. He said to me, and I quote, "I love you, Daniel. This was the most clusterfuck of a coronation that he has been to."
I will say, it was a total clusterfuck. No, people are about to fall over when I'm about to say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Because people are going to be like, okay, it was a total clusterfuck. And many parts of it, I was extremely disappointed and upset over. I mean, extremely. Naturally, I've talked about my involvement with the court and why I got involved, and blah, 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 and I've been in Empress 2 times, and there's all of that. And San Diego on the circuit has always been one of the most respected courts. And part of the reason that it has been respected is there have been people, mainly Nicole, who has insisted on certain levels of protocol and and all of that. And San Diego is extremely strict, and that was ingrained in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I talked about it. John Laird, this was his 21st anniversary of being an emperor.
Right.
When I first got elected empress, and I was a nobody, I just kind of flew in
and
bought the
got a
ballroom.
crown.
I mean, that's literally what I did the first time. I'm like, I want to be empress, I want the crown, buy the ballroom. And, I had a lover then that had a lot of money, and so we bought the ballroom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so really we only gave tickets out to people that we know were going to vote for me. And everyone else we gave a ticket to when we took their voting stub, and I voted. I mean, that can be done. If you have money and you want to become a monarch, buy all the tickets.
Buy all the tickets.
You can give the tickets out. You know what I'm saying? And I give the tickets out to, I give tickets to the center. And back then there was the Truex House and, Annie Helen's and Mama's Kitchen. And I gave all of the tickets a lot to charities. But the bottom line is that that's how I got in the first time.
Well, and they knew why they were getting the ticket.
And they absolutely knew why they were getting the ticket. And in that, John Laird had come up to me, and he said to me, after I had the crown on my head, he's like, now you've got to learn what it means to have the crown on your head. And I learned the hard way.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, I learned the hard way. But now I respect the title of anyone that has it. And I have high standards of San Diego, of what San Diego is known for. And this weekend was a complete display of everything that San Diego should not be known for. It was embarrassing. And at one point, it just so happened I was doing something, and, I'll tell you exactly what it was. We were all coming in to greet, the family, the Imperial family of San Diego. And the way that it all goes is that, usually the College of Monarchs is everyone that's been reigning. And this is a little thing. It's not that's taking much longer than I wanted to. But, so, there are certain levels, and once you reach a certain level, that's where you are.
Right.
So, if you're a monarch, if you're an emperor and empress, then all of the other emperor and empresses, you're even. Mm-hmm. And so, you maybe nod at them, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you would never, curtsy to them or bow to another monarch or any of that. Everyone below your title, they're expected to acknowledge the position of which you are.
Okay.
It's kind of like the military.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you are a private and an admiral comes in, you are not going to just walk right by him. You are going to salute him.
I'd be like, what up, D?
You're like, a high five, slap you on the ass. No.
No, that's not how it works. Got it.
And what had happened is that, you know, the monarchs, they all came in and we all did our thing. And then it was everyone, you know, below the monarchs. And you come in. Now, here is a stage full of monarchs. I mean, there is a whole college of monarchs. Now, granted, in the past, normally they excuse the college of monarchs and they just leave the reigning monarch. But now here is a stage full of monarchs with the reigning candy samples. Everyone below us kind of walked up, shook her hand, turned and waved, and like walked off to the side. I was floored. Not one person below the monarchs did a curtsy, did a bow, did any sort of acknowledge. Like they, you know, like they were all, like we were all at the same level. No, you are not all at the same level. And I turned and looked at Nicole, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's looking at me and she goes, so that's, you know, in her look. So I will tell you that I know that Nicole this year, and I think she has her reasons behind it, she had little to nothing to do with the planning. Other people planned it. And I think that she wanted to kind of see how it was going to go.
Without her.
And I think that it's clear, and it should be clear, that the way that everyone tried to do this year didn't work. And what's worked is the way that Nicole has insisted that it works. And so if you wanted to continue, you need to continue that. And I think that that's what Nicole was looking for, is who was going to continue. Who was going to be able to step up to the plate and carry on the tradition. And so far, there was not one person in San Diego that did that. And so much so that during the crowning ceremony, you know, where they're doing that, they were all making jokes and talking shit. And I, like, looked over to the one that was on the microphone. I don't want to scream her name out because, you know, whatever. And I looked at her and I'm like, remember when you were crowned? Show some fucking respect.
Boom.
I mean, because that's what it all boils down to. When you are a monarch of any court, but especially here, I don't think the people get what's expected of you. What's expected of you is to raise money for the community.
First and foremost.
What's expected from you is to travel and to represent San Diego at your own expense. The gowns, the crowns, all of the pompous stuff, you pay for. I paid for, you know what I'm saying? I paid for all of that. I paid to run. I paid to do all of that. Then you respect that.
Do you think that it's an age thing?
I think that it is a lack of education. Because
they just don't know, or they don't care?
I don't think that they know. I don't think that they care. I don't think that they know.
They just want the crown. They want the title.
Yeah. So I got asked to come. I told Nicole, I'm like, I'm coming to a meeting and I'm teaching protocol.
I was going to say, if there's going to be, I mean, because let's face it, Nicole is young-ish, but not so young.
Are we talking about Nicole Ramirez Martin? No, she's bitch is old.
Bitch is old.
It's not like she's
bitch is old.
She knows that she's old. We all know that she's old.
But in the court system, there are the ones that are next after her that are supposed to the line of succession.
And they get it.
They do, but they're not here in San Diego.
Well, so two of them are, and embarrassing, because one of them is the one that I told that she had to show respect. So yeah, no, there are people that.
Well, perhaps they need to create a special title of like you said, like a protocol, something. You can travel to all of the different courts and teach them how the shit's done.
I'm going to be going to have a little Ophelia teaching moment. And I'm very sure, because you can tell Jay, you ask Jay, don't tell Jay. When Jay went to, I told him, when Jay went to coronation with me, we had a little powwow before we went. I said, look, you're more than welcome to go with me, but if you go with me, This is how it is, and there's going to be no going away from this.
Yeah.
Because when I put that crown on my head, you will stand one step behind me because you don't have the title that I have.
Right.
When I hold my hand up, your hand better be there. When I stand up, you stand up. When I sit down, you sit down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I need my dress raised, lift my fucking dress. That is the game that you choose to play if you're going to be a part of that.
Right.
And
he likes that sort of stuff.
Oh my God, he totally loves it. But what he loved even more, because I could just say, is when we were walking around. Because I don't really want to say that I demand, but I greatly expect that if you do not have my title, you will bow to me. You absolutely will bow. And if you don't, I'll tell you.
Bow bitch.
I will acknowledge that you have not greeted me properly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I have some girls, that are family, that are, not, daughters and stuff that come up to me, and I'm like, I don't see no curtsy. Now Jay loved walking around with me with all these people all curtsying, and now his chest all got puffy. Now he wants to run for emperor.
We were just talking about that on the way here. He's like, shit, I should have run for emperor. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
There's always next year, Jay.
That's what I'm saying. So should we give a shout out to who the new monarchs are? Who are they?
Oh, sure. It's Miss Pearl and Rob.
And Rob Rod.
You're right.
Rob Rod from the Eagle, and Granny Pearl, who is very funny.
No, she's not going to Granny Pearl. She's just Miss Pearl.
Oh, she's just Miss Pearl.
She gave up Granny to run for Empress.
Wait, was that a requirement? Or?
No. It's just what she wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
And we also want to give out Tony Sanders, the other candidate for Empress. She did a phenomenal job, and she looked great.
Okay. And
Cassandra, it was her 10-year anniversary, and she did a great job performing. And Brittany Morgan, who was my Empress. And John Mayer, it was their 20th anniversary.
I heard that was a nice little tribute that she did.
It was a beautiful tribute to John Mayer.
Good. I loved John. John was so... I loved John.
I curtsied to that, but,
And Candy Samples was the Empress.
She's now a
Wuzzy. And they had a good...
Out of here.
A good year for money, in terms of raising money. Good. Yeah, I heard it was like 70 or 80 grand, so good for them.
It was good. It was a fun night. I had a good... I had a good time.
Oh, I saw the photos.
I was just not in the ballroom.
No, you were not in the ballroom. I saw photos of you everywhere else except for the ballroom.
I did get stuck in the elevator at the Lafayette Hotel.
Oh, like you're at the Sochi Olympics.
Yes. And I was fine because I had a cocktail. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't too worried until my cocktail ran out. And then I picked up the phone and I said, you still haven't found me. And they're like, oh, we're trying to get in. And I'm like, all right, well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my cell phone out of my purse and I'm going to dial 911. Would you like to open the door or would you like me to have them open the door? Someone needs to open the door. I'm out of a cocktail.
I'm out of a cocktail. You need emergency vodka.
The teacher is like, break.
We're talking too much about the court. All right, yes, let's take a break because I need a cocktail beverage.
Well, but he is an emperor next year.
Will you have to bow or curtsy to him?
No! No, she will not have to do it to me. Well, he doesn't have. He has an exempt from bowing to me.
Oh, did you give him that?
No. Well, when he goes with me, he's my consort.
Oh. Fabulous.
So, although he is supposed to.
I told him he should do something nice for Nicole and he could get a medal and then he can be a crown prince.
He is supposed to, or he would still have to bow to me.
Well, the first time I didn't get yelled at when I didn't stand up when she stood up.
Yeah. And he's also, when other monarchs come to me, he's supposed to bow a little to them, even though he's with me.
Yeah. We're breaking. We're so breaking.
If you want to know more, I'm going to have a protocol meeting, an etiquette.
You should do a protocol vlog. Lesson 1.
You and your vlogs. We're taking a break.
I said vlog, not a blog. I won't make you write. I'll just make you talk. You're good at talking. All right, we're taking a break. We'll be back. We're back. No shots were had. Apparently it's not 5 o'clock yet.
It's way past 5.
Is it?
We missed our 5 o'clock.
I don't know what the problem is.
Well, I don't want to mention any producer's name.
Just saying, somebody could go complain. But why would we do that?
I'm going to drink enough later tonight.
Yes, you are. And we should probably mention what we're doing tonight. You are hosting this thing, the
Kickers
Kickers
contest.
poster model contest. And I get to be a judge with 2 of the other people here, and there's 6 guys, and they're all super hot.
I thought there were 7.
Oh, 6 I saw in the photo.
I heard there were 7.
Well, do you have your whipped cream ready? Does it matter? What shenanigans do you have planned? Nothing? Well, you are going to be like Tyra
I
Banks.
don't plan these things out.
You have fruit flies in your hair.
I am going to be like Tara Banks. I have 4 pictures before me.
2 or 3. Wait, how many models do we get to choose? 3?
Yeah, 3.
3 of the 6. So this should be fun. Should be cute. I remember the last time when Glitz was here, because you were supposed to do the flag football,
Yes.
and that was, that was a nice night. That was a very nice night. And she totally hosed your whipped cream thing.
Well, she was me for the day that day.
She was you
like,
for the day.
Yeah, because I was out of town, so she hosted everything that I was supposed to host that day.
And Glitz, who's married now to your boyfriend.
To my boyfriend.
Yep. Anthony Roller. So you tweeted me, and I couldn't believe it because I saw that your last tweet was like
Well, I didn't tweet you.
the beginning of December.
I just tweeted.
You tweeted and you included me in your tweet.
And Rosie O'Donnell.
And Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Did Rosie respond yet?
No.
Damn her.
Well, she's very busy.
Wow. She's not busy enough for Amazing and SD.
Well, that is true.
So it was the
And
Fosters,
then that other guy.
Beef in the Trifle, who
Yeah.
is super hot, Dan Richter.
Yeah, who is he? I don't know who he is.
He is one of the actors and the writers of the show.
Oh, he is one of the actors? Which actor is he?
He's not a main character actor on the show.
Oh.
He's like peripheral. But he's one of the writers.
Oh.
So
He sent me a little bleep.
a little blip. Love
That was
him.
very sweet of him.
How did you like it? Because we talked about it last week.
Well, I liked it. It's a cute little show.
I love that show.
Yeah.
So
it's
cute.
very good. It's a lot of drama.
Oh, for ABC Family, it's,
Yeah,
it's terrible drama.
It seems like all of their other little show they have on there, Switched at Birth, it's like all drama filled too.
And Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah. I don't think that it's a little family cartoon network that they made it people think that it is. Yeah.
But you're like,
How do they have a new kind of family is their little tagline.
Correct.
Yeah, it was good. No, I think the show is good. I think Rosie O'Donnell is brilliant in it. I don't think that a role could have been more tailor-made for her. She's like phenomenal.
right, she plays the girl's house, whatever. The
halfway house.
Yeah, the halfway house.
And I
lady.
love the tranny in it.
Yeah.
I love her. She's like brilliant. So yeah, I love her. Yeah, I love the show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you're watching on TV right now that
No, because the fucking Olympics.
seriously?
I have been forced to watch a little bit of the Olympics, but I've been like watching curling and that kind of thing. I refuse to watch figure skating. I mean, hello.
So, what is there?
But
then?
I don't understand is why the other networks still don't show their shows, because not everyone's on hiatus right now because of the Olympics.
I think it's stupid too.
But most people have DVRs, and if they want to watch the Olympics, they're still going to record that show and watch both. And then you have people like me that just don't care about the Olympics.
Right.
Well, we'll watch on my real shows.
And there's also the cable companies like Cox or AT&T Uverse or whatever that have special channels dedicated to the Olympics.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're going to miss it if you want to go back and see something that's already played.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. It's the Winter Olympics. I'm not jumping out of my seat because there's no gymnastics or something else, swimming.
Gymnastics is just as gay as
I
figure
didn't
skating.
say it wasn't gay. I don't give a shit about the Winter Olympics. Like,
I do like watching the bobsledding and the luge.
Oh, the luge. The gayest,
just,
the gayest sport in the Winter Olympics.
Because
luge.
those bitches, I'm going to tell you, when they crash, it's a crash.
Well, and because the fucking conditions in Sochi, the damn luge lines are so icy, they're about to kill themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of sports, that guy came out this week, Sam.
Yes, he did. Michael Sam could be the first openly gay NFL player.
Yes, he could.
And some agent said that he'd be a good fit for the Chargers.
I think that he'd be great for the Chargers. Oh, I would love. I actually have been meaning to. I just haven't. I actually want to send a little note to them and be like, "Don't be stupid."
Right.
I mean, he's because they aren't going to. They said that he was one of like the first or second draft choice before he came out. Now he's like a farther draft choice.
Right.
I'm like, bitches should snag him up, and then we have Teo.
Well, thank you.
And he's been doing really good. Yeah.
Yeah, the teams that I know that have come out full force are the Green Bay Packers, the Broncos, and the Chargers, who have said that they would take him.
Well,
absolutely.
Could you imagine if the Green Bay took him? Then their quarterback, and I can't remember his name right now. What's the quarterback's name of Green Bay? The one that everyone just said was gay.
Rodgers.
Yeah, then him and Rodgers can date.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, but I guess he has a boyfriend.
I think it would be funny if he was on the same team with who is the Charger, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Who's apparently not exactly gay friendly from his past
stuff,
tweets and stuff. So that could be very interesting.
Yeah, it could be good.
But no, I think it's good.
Or Green Bay could get him and they could come and sack Rivers and then he'd be like, bitch, got taken by my queen.
Right. And now there's all this shit going on about how all the NFL players that I don't know if anybody's heard of. I don't know. I don't follow football. You do, but they're saying they won't shower with him, and it'll be awkward, and all this weird stuff.
God.
I'm like, do you think you're not showering with the gay person right now?
Yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people have been saying. It's not as if that he is going to be the first gay person in the NFL. He's going to be the first out
that's open
person
about it. Yes.
There's a lot of. I would be more concerned about someone that's keeping a secret than I would knowing that they're gay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you don't know they're gay, and they're all patting up on you, and you're all patting up on them, then they could go home and wait to that later that night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you know they're gay, then you're going to be like, bitch, don't be all patting me.
Don't be patting me.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay away from my junk.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I don't have it because I didn't bring my thing, but I posted a really great commentary from the sportscaster
from Texas. Yes.
Who actually from Texas, of all places, that really put it all in perspective and was really good.
It was great.
The gist of his was it's okay to have a drunk driver or someone that has beat their wife or someone that has committed murder or someone that has done dog fights or has been popped for drugs. All of those are good and we'll allow all of them, but we won't allow someone that wants to love a man. Mm-hmm. So, and what I really think made his so credible is look, when someone comes up to me and they tell me they're gay, I'm immediately uncomfortable. So clearly he's straight, but he's like, but come on, grow some. Yeah, I thought it was cute.
So, good on you. Good on you, Michael Sam.
Yeah.
And so you're not watching the Olympics, which I don't think many people are watching that are caring or even watch our show. So I don't even know anything about medal counts or anything, I don't know nothing.
I don't either.
I do know that American Idol, which I know you don't watch, but they do also have their first person in the finals that is from the beginning openly gay. So.
Well, don't they also have a transsexual?
That's the person.
Oh.
So it's the same person. I guess they're not officially ready to call him trans or her. I don't see. Now I'm getting all tongue-tied. The person is not trans yet, but they're at least gay, is what they're saying, I guess.
Because I don't think that necessarily, which is all confusion, just because you're trans doesn't mean that you're gay.
Correct.
So it could not be. And there are a lot of trans people that don't want to be identified as gay. They're trans, but they're not gay. You know what I'm saying? And it's a tough thing. So, yeah. I just assumed they were transsexual. I didn't know that they were.
Yeah. And has a fucking killer voice. Killer voice. I mean, good on them.
I don't watch it, but I heard, I read Facebook.
Well, the thing that's really interesting this season is because it's, pretty much new judges with Harry Connick Jr. and J-Lo, who's came back, and Keith Urban, who I think
I don't really like.
You don't like Keith Urban?
No. He's short, too.
He is short.
I wonder what he does with Nicole Kidman.
Well, it's like...
He's got to crawl up on her.
It's Keith Urban and J-Lo and Harry Connick Jr.
Yeah, Harry Connick Jr. He's big. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
So, last night, I was on Facebook, actually. So, one of the contestants that's going to be in the contestant tonight, Chris, he somehow got on a kick on Facebook that we were finding all of these proposals or wedding on YouTube.
Oh, the videos.
And we were trying to figure out which one would make the other person cry more. Like which one we found sentimental. It was like really good. I think I won.
Did it have to be a gay one?
No, it didn't. No, it could be any. Okay. But we're both. He likes country music and I like country music. So most of the ones that we were all finding were all country music related, and so.
God bless the broken road.
Yeah, it was really cute. But I think I won because the last response I got from him was just "fuck you."
Fuck you. Well, what did you post? Which one did you post?
It was this guy wrote a song to his wife, and then he sang it to her halfway through their first dance. And this other one was this one guy. No. The one that was really mad is it was a proposal, and this guy had talked to his best friend to talk to his girlfriend to plan a surprise party for him. And so she planned this whole entire party. In the meantime, he took guitar lessons and learned this song that he wanted to sing to her, and he never had sung before in his entire life. And he was not a great singer. I will say he was not a great singer. But you were just so into him, because they filmed the whole thing. It was like a 15-minute long thing. They filmed the whole thing, and
because it was supposed to be a surprise party for him.
Yes.
But he turned it back on.
He turned it back on her, and so that was how she got. That's how he got her there. The surprise really was on her, and so he went along with this whole thing like he didn't know what was going on. And then when he got there, they were gonna play this stupid game. They blindfolded her, and then they set it all up, and he started singing with his guitar, and then she took out the thing. He sang the song, and he really fumbled through the song because you could tell he was so nervous that he would be singing, then he would stop for a second, and then he would just start right back up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, water works. Really good. So then I said that I'm like, oh, check this one out, Chris. And he's like, fuck yeah. It was really good. It was and it was a country song, so it was beautiful.
I love that.
Just beautiful. So, would you? Because then we watched a bunch of really shitty proposals as well.
Right.
I think really shitty. Okay, first off, if you were dating someone, would you want them to propose to you, or would you want to propose to them? And what is the appropriate amount of time for proposals?
I would probably propose to them.
So you'd want to propose to them?
Correct. Yes.
What if they did a surprise thing and proposed to you?
I'm not the big surprise guy.
Well,
not my favorite.
Well, what if they did?
Well, then I guess I'd have to suck it up and deal, but...
Would you say no because they surprised you? You'd be like, bitch, you know I don't like surprises. No!
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. But what is the appropriate amount of time?
Yeah.
Minimum 2 years.
So you want to date for 2 years?
Yes.
And then you'll think about getting
And then I will think about it.
See, I think that's too long.
No. Well,
See, I think my next one, if I get involved, I think my next one is just going to be done.
I have been married before,
Yeah.
so I am not
But that was to a woman.
correct. And it's exactly the same as if you were marrying a man
if
right
you
now.
didn't date
So,
feminine men, you might.
how dare you talk about Chris Yum Yum like that?
He is in fashion, isn't he?
She fits. I'm
Well,
sorry,
hello,
Chris.
Kettle.
Oh, shit. Yeah, no, it's going to be 2 years, easily. Minimum for me, 2 years.
And would it matter to you if they proposed first, or?
I mean, I guess not, but I don't know. I think it's a control thing.
Clearly for you.
I want to do it the way I want to do it.
And how would you want to do it?
Well,
Have you like visioned it out?
no,
So you
I
would
haven't. I just would know that I would want to be in
See,
control.
I think that you would just, but I think you would know before 2 years if you want to.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, what? How?
Well, okay, for
what's the time frame for you?
Oh.
And don't say 6 months.
No. I would probably be between 6 months and a year.
Okay. Well, would you agree to marry somebody that you had not lived with first?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no. Forget it. No. That's why I say 2 years, because I want a year to live with you first.
No.
Yep.
No.
Not doing it. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I would say no.
We got to live
Because
together.
I think that when you get engaged, then you have like a whole. I think that you would have a whole other level of things. So you'd have to start planning then what you want to do. So what I don't like is, or do I think works, is when somebody moves into the other person's house. So
I agree. I agree with that.
So if I was going to be dating someone and we got engaged or we were going to live together, I wouldn't want to have them move in with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be like impossible because my house is really
You have zero room
My
for
house.
anybody else but you.
know, yeah. And I wouldn't want to move in with them. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So you would move in together in a new place.
Once we were engaged.
Okay. I could deal with that. Maybe.
Now, just because I'm getting engaged, I mean, if I'll get engaged with
you can call that off.
Okay.
You can call that shit off.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like
She'll be there with her Mexican marriage contract.
thank you. We can get engaged, and then we have, time to meet with my lawyer, Trisha,
Contract.
who already knows. She's like, we've already gone through it, so she is ready. Then, then we can, go from there.
Right.
So, yeah, no, and I wouldn't, and the other part, I think if I was engaged, it would be at least a year before I got married.
Well, see, exactly. So that's why I'm saying 2 years. That's because
I'm not going to wait a year. I'm not going to wait 2 years to get engaged and then wait another year. No. We can go out and get engaged within that first year, and then it's going to be a year before I marry you.
Okay.
Because I want it planned. I want a wedding.
But but let me ask.
I want a wedding.
I know.
I'm not even like,
She wants Princess Diana. The whole.
No. But see, that's a very good thing because we were just talking about this not so long ago. What I wanted as Ophelia or as Ricky, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I have to tell you, I would want the ceremony and the wedding and all of that totally as Ricky because I don't want them. Because they're not marrying Ophelia.
Right.
Ophelia is, we've said this hundreds of times.
Right.
It's a business. They're not marrying my business. They're marrying me. I would be open to having another ceremony or having a party as Ophelia, but the wedding itself would be, would be much. It would. it would be smaller and intimate, but it would be planned. I mean, it would be like I wanted to.
Okay. So what do you think about the people or friends, and we know we have them because we have them on Facebook,
Yes.
who are dating for 6 months and then decide they're going to get engaged and get married?
I think that's fine.
You think that's fine?
Because I truly believe that you know that you're with someone. And I think many years ago, we've talked about this. I think that you know that if you meet someone, you know when you're with them that they're the one. And if they're not the one, or you have any hesitation that they're not the one, then you're not going to get engaged to them.
Okay.
And what I think has been very easy for gays and lesbians and a lot of straight people is that they don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
want to get married. And I think that they need to have that conversation too. You know, what do you expect out of the relationship? And I think that really what the engagement does, because I have no problem with people that calling off an engagement or me calling off an engagement. You know,
Right.
like, because for me, it's just moving that onto another. It's moving on to another step.
That's what the engagement is for.
Right. So
Got it.
when I'm getting engaged to you, I'm committing to seriously
Consider
the moving on and getting married. And if I get married, then I'm getting married forever.
forever. That's what I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
Do you consider marriage forever?
Forever.
Okay.
Or I will take you to the fucking cleaner. I will take you. You know, like.
Right.
No, it is forever.
I think that's why I get so frustrated with some people, because I don't think that they think of marriage as forever.
I think they do, because for a very long time, gays were able to end a relationship and move on.
Right.
And now that they're not, and I think that a lot of more and more people that got married way back when they could, because they could, are now realizing, hey,
Fuck.
this wasn't the smartest decision that I made.
No.
And I think that that's what that engagement period is for. And
Right.
it's easier to call that off than it is to call off a marriage or a relationship.
Right.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
But if I propose to you and you say yes, then that means that you are committed, you know, that we are committed together and that we are committed to looking at what a relationship looks like for us. Period.
The end. All right. That makes sense. I get that.
So yeah, I would get engaged. Yeah, I'd get engaged 6 months into it if I thought that they were the one.
Would that be a minimum, or would you do it at 3 months?
I do it at 3 months. If I'm with someone and I think that they're it. Now, I'm also, if I don't think they're it, you know, if you propose to me, I'm going to be like, well, maybe we should have a little conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I would not be the best one to, surprise at a group of people thinking that I'm going to say yes just because there's a group of people.
Right.
Because I'll be like, there's some issues we need to talk about first. Well, let's go to dinner.
Got it.
Yeah.
So then do you want to be the one that does the proposal? No. You want to be
No.
proposed to.
Yes.
And you want it to be like some big fabulous surprise.
No. It could be small. It could be like whatever. But I want it heartfelt, and I want a fucking ring
Boom.
with some stones in it.
Several large stones.
No, I don't want large stones, just stones. Yeah, that's what I want.
Well then.
I don't know if I would. All the ones that were, you know, the big production things that, you know, that we're watching. I don't know if I'd really want like something like that if someone was going to propose to me.
Well, my big thing is if that's what it's going to be, imagine if your shit does not work out. That's what you have to live down. Woo! That big Home Depot proposal with 17 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oops.
But we don't know if they're still together. But I just don't think that I would want that, because to me, though they're cute and they're, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't have the
Same feeling.
Yeah, if you want to surprise me, have a surprise birthday party for me. Have a surprise, you know, whatever. A surprise proposal. If you propose to me, I'm going to be surprised. It doesn't matter if it's just the two of us.
Right.
Or there's 50.
Right.
I'm going to be a little taken back.
They're going to do it right here at Kickers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and if they propose to me as Ophelia, the answer is no. Just if whoever it is knows.
Take note, because I'm glad that you said that, because even if they wanted to marry Ricky, but they did it while you were as Ophelia, you would be like, no. You're gonna have to talk to me tomorrow.
No. That would almost be grounds for it being done.
Oh.
Because I am very clear when I first start dating you. Ophelia is my work. I'm not going to show up to your work, and I'm not going to do something like that. And I would expect you to respect that of me. Mm-hmm. So, no. Absolutely. Because you're already not respecting me.
Right.
And if you're not respecting me on that, then why would I want to...
Right.
Yeah, no. That would be grounds for a breakup.
The things we learn about Ophelia and marriage.
Well, I wouldn't. Would you want someone to show up at your work and do that?
I work from home, so.
Well, I know, but I mean, if you're a PR person, if you were at a little
like
meeting with
event
PR people,
right.
or on an event, yes, at an event that you planned,
no.
and your boyfriend shows up and is like, "Oh, you please marry me."
No, I would first be so embarrassed.
But they cross the line because it's a respect thing.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, we could run him. Yeah, no. That's all I have to say.
And on that note, we should take a break, and we'll be right back. Hi, we're back. And clearly we're not getting married. I did not propose on the break.
Now you know how I feel that Jay's ignoring you today in your beverages.
Well,
anyways.
I'm just saying.
So this weekend is Tantrums Tiaras.
It is on Sunday.
Yes.
Are you going?
I am going.
Fabulous.
Are you going?
I will not be here because I'll be at International Bear Convergence in Palm Springs.
I'm going to go to that too.
Well, you should stay with us. Well, we'll have breakfast. We'll think about it.
I already have friends.
Well, no one is so rich that they can't afford new friends.
I'm going to the cigar party. I'm driving out to go to the cigar party. We talked about this last time.
I know. You're going to invite us to go.
No, I'm not.
Because you don't want us to see what kind of nasty trouble you're going to get into.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, watch me blow up your phone the entire time I'm there. I will.
I will turn my phone on Do Not Disturb and I will leave it in my vehicle.
I will.
Because there will be no reason for me to need my phone while I'm at the cigar party.
Just saying. Oh yes, Tantrums and Tiaras.
Very excited. I got a picture of one of the people that's going to be at the cigar party. I'm like, oh! I might just propose to him this weekend.
Hey, I hope that there's jewelry involved. Oh, I'm sure there's jewelry, but not where we can see it.
Speaking of that, I took my Prince Albert out. I know we're almost out of time, but I took my Prince Albert out a year ago. I've decided I want to put it back in.
Did your hole not close?
No, it never closes.
Well, mine didn't either.
Yeah.
So I haven't had mine in for 8 years.
But my rings are too small to fit in there. So I need to get it stretched back out, I think. I'm thinking I'm going to do that.
You could probably do that.
Yeah.
Let us know if you need help. We'll figure it out.
Okay, so what else is going on?
This weekend, well, it's President's Weekend, so this weekend the wrestlers are in town for the big Bulldogs.
Oh my God, I love them.
Wrestling weekend, yes. And that starts tomorrow night at the center.
How am I going to fit everything?
I don't even know, but the wrestlers that come from Colorado, my God.
So that starts tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Which is Friday.
Yes.
All right, so this is my weekend. Friday night I'm going to go to the wrestlers. Saturday I'm going to go out to Palm Springs, go to the cigar party. Sunday I'm going to drive home and
do Tantrums. And then Monday you have the hole.
I'm going to have to sleep.
Or do you have the hole?
I'm going to have the hole.
You have the hole, see?
But I have all day to sleep.
Well, that's good. Because you don't have to work because it's a holiday.
Yeah, I don't work on Mondays anyway.
Oh, that's right.
I go play with Luna. Luna is my Monday day.
Luna is your Monday. And you said Luna's being a little sick right now. She's having some issues.
Well, no, she's just, it's just her expensive time of the year.
It's her expensive time of the year. Well,
she's got to get vaccinated and her shoes, and I'm like, really?
Really? Oh my God. It's like sending her off to school with brand new clothes. It's like a kid. Well, I'm sure I'll see you at some point this weekend. Jay has decided to ditch us. He can't go. So he'll be having no fun. Maybe he'll go with you to
Is he
Tantrums.
just saying that?
Probably, but we'll never know for sure.
You can go with me. Tomorrow night, I'm going to go watch the wrestlers. Saturday night, I'm going to drive to Palm Springs, go to the cigar party. Sunday, I'm going to drive back home and go to Tantrums Tiaras.
Well, you'll get to see all of one more. Oh. 60 minutes.
Fine.
Apparently he didn't want to do that. All right, that's it. I guess we're wrapping up.
We're done.
We're done.
D-O-N-E.
See you next week.